with a view of the beach and the pier on this Friday, the 14th of January. I would like to use this to introduce my video for Sunday, which contains all our usual visits to sites. Many thanks to all viewers for what you do for this channel. Now also please look out for 2 further videos to be uploaded, one for the pigeons and another one for a venue we have not visited in the past. It is a surprise. So I must get on with it now, and here is this week's video, thanking one and all again for everything. All the best to everyone. Across the road is the giant store of Sainsbury's. And just here is our safe viewing area of the build of the Holiday Inn itself. And this morning we can see the arrival of a concrete lorry with its own pump, its long arm of its pump. It is here today to provide concrete for the flooring of the 4th story, which is the final one. We are now opposite the viewing area of Mark Ellis. Just going to show you that I'm very, very safe because all the barriers are still in place here, stopping the cars. Now, this morning, I've been told that the areas that you see being prepared, just coming into view now, these are being prepared for the installation of block paving. Yes, they're going to block pave this, not concrete it. And this should start tomorrow on the Tuesday. So that's very interesting indeed. This area to be put to block paving. We will return tomorrow to see what's happening. We are now at our principal viewing area. And looking through the bars, we can see a white pickup arriving. And following that, it looks to be a forklift as well approaching these gates. So we're going to see what happens at this principal viewing area. Ah yes, as expected, the gates have opened and we can see first of all that white pickup leaving the site. And here comes the forklift now. Now that's needed in another part of this build. And watching this forklift leave here, this will complete our visit today and a tour of the build of the Holiday Inn and the tram lines. We start our videoing on this Tuesday along Topping Street. Now the news concerns the shop that Alfie used to have as a hairdresser. He had this shop unit for over 40 years. And the very well-known commercial agents of Kenrick's have just placed their sign. It's available to let. And it's £4,000 per annum. And that works out at £333.33 per month. And there's no actual business rates. It's right next door to another shop, Renegade. So if anybody's interested, contact Kenrick's. As promised to you yesterday, we have returned to the build of the Holiday Inn and all the works that are going along the tram lines. Now, I'm just going to cross the road safely to get closer so as I can show you that these contractors here today are in fact laying these very, very attractive looking paving bricks. Much nicer than the concrete. Look at that, isn't that nice? So we do have the start of the laying of all the paving bricks here. Very nice indeed. We move on now to our next venue. And we have arrived at the build of the cinema complex and the Wilko store. Now, on our arrival today at our viewing area, we find that the gates are open. Now, they're open because the security who is just coming to see me is expecting an arrival of some plant machinery. That's why these gates are open. However, I'm very safe as I'm standing exactly adjacent to the entrance of the gates. And this is the security just coming to tell me what's going on. And it's the continuation of laying of the drains. That's our visit today to this build. It is Wednesday now, and it is exactly midday, and the sun is just about coming out. It's going to be a glorious afternoon. So I thought I would open up this Wednesday's video with a view of the comedy carpet and the promenade, and also to show you the 3 big transporters here today that are taking away those walk-through attractions that were here over the Christmas period. I can show you now a view of the empty beach and the tide right the way out, and there's the North Pier. Now, whilst this camcorder shows you these views here, I would like to tell you that when we leave here, we're going to go to the build of the Holiday Inn and at the back and the front of Edward Street. I'm sure and hope you're going to find both those 2 visits interesting. So a final look at the empty beach, and we'll go on now to our first venue. And that is Mark Kelly's across the road. So we all know now that we are at the build of the Holiday Inn and the tram lines, etc. Well, today I can show you the wonderful progress all being made by the contractors here. Look, all that block paving nicely laid, and also the tactiles, very important, those tactiles. And this area here, yes, I'm told that is due for block paving as well. Now we're going to go around the corner now, where I hope you're going to find this very, very interesting indeed. Let's go round there. And here we are, 2 exciting pieces of news here. First of all, please notice all those posters that were placed yesterday on the Tuesday. Yes, they run up all the length of those blue plain security boards. No longer visible. We now have very, very interesting posters. That's the first thing that I would like to show you. Now here comes the most important and interesting thing. Yes, as we get closer to the build now, I would like to point out that work has started on the 4th stories. On the 4th story. Can you see those panels placed? Those concrete panels? We can count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4 stories. And as we get closer, we can see 2 panels placed the other side as well. So there we are, a landmark at this build of the Holiday Inn. January the 12th, 2022 sees the start of the 4th story. Just going to run you along those posters now, and we will go to our next venue. I hope you've enjoyed that. I did. Now that's the big store of Iceland at the top there, and turning the camcorder slowly round, that is the Deansgate kitchen. Across the road, as we all know now, there is this little alleyway. And I must show you this wonderful progress down here. We last visited this last week, I believe, but now I can show you all this area now beautifully rendered. I'm going to walk you down slowly so as you can appreciate this wonderful rendering job here. Just this small part coming up now with the underplastering already done. It's just waiting rendering now, but that would finish it all off. wonderful job, and it's made this alleyway a wonderful contribution to making this alleyway very, very nice indeed. There's a look back at the alleyway. Now, right next door to that rendering job is this here, and this is the back of that new South American themed bar. And you can see that, yes, also this is undergoing a complete rendering job here. Last time it wasn't quite ready, but now you can see the undercoat here, and this plastering job will be rendered, and then that will see the finish of the back of this South American themed bar with the eating venue. Let's go round the front now and see what's going on. And there's the three shops with the apartments above. Ansem is next door, the hairdressers. Oh, there's a van of Bambas. Now, Bambas are the principal contractors of that rendering job and the three shops that you've just seen with the apartments. Now we're approaching now that new South American themed bar and venue, which is now open. Please see my video, part 311, for a complete tour inside here. Yes, this is open. It opened up Monday. There's a video, part 311. Please watch it. Thank you. We have an invite to inspect what is going on inside these three shop fronts. I'm just going to stand right by the door. We're not going to go into the build anyway. There we are. Isn't this a huge job? A vast open space of those three shops. And there's the people that are doing it. Bambas, they are the principal contractors here.
We are just going to call in quickly to the bread basket because I think the pigeon weekend mugs have arrived. And here we are. I can now show you these very, very attractive Pigeon Weekend 50th anniversary 2022 for the Pigeon Show. And I believe Tony has said to the first 5 customers who purchase something from him, yes, these will be free, and I believe there's another 20 which are available for sale after that period.
Now, right opposite that bread basket stands the old post office of Blackpool in Abingdon Street. Now, across the road here, you will see a very, very large shop indeed. It used to be a Santander actual bank. It's been empty for ages and ages. However, this week, Kenricks have placed their for sale sign, only placed a couple of days ago, the same time as they posted their posters for Alfie's the hairdressers in Topping Street. So there we are. Anybody's interested in this huge unit, and I believe flats above, Kenricks, just go to their websites.
St John's Church in St John's Square. So that must mean we're going to visit Blackpool's Conference Centre. There it is, everything all nice and quiet because, as you know, all outside work is finished. Now, as I walk you along this facade here, I would like to tell you that I have received wonderful, wonderful help from the Winter Gardens themselves. They inform me that within the next 2 or 3 weeks, they hope to release to the media their opening dates. Also, I can tell everybody that it is okay and in order for this channel to visit inside and make a video. So I'm really looking forward to that. So whenever that takes place, and whenever I can, it will be my pleasure to make a video of the inside of this wonderful Blackpool Conference Centre. So that's our visit today to this build of the Blackpool Conference Centre.
We are now at the build of the Holiday Inn. Now it is less than 24 hours since our last visit. We were here yesterday and we see the first couple of panels of the outside walls on the 4th story. Now the 4th story is the last and final one. This is as high as the building will get. 144 rooms will be installed in this build. So here we are. We can see rapid progress because there's a lot more outside panels here than there was yesterday. We can even see that crane. It's just going to drop some interior panelling inside and on the 4th story. Well done to one and all, because as said, wonderful progress here. Even at the immediate right hand side you can see extra panels that have been placed. Well, we're going to leave this view now and we're going to go to the view opposite Markelly's to see all the work that's being done with those paving tiles. So I'm just going to walk you around there now. We have arrived and the same comments apply here. Wonderful progress with the placing of these paving tiles, and also we can just see that shovel dropping off some concrete. Now that's needed obviously so as those paving tiles can be placed over it. So that's our visit today to the build of the Holiday Inn and all the wonderful progress made in these two areas. A very nice bright morning on this Friday the 14th, and we are greeted with this at St John Square. Now can you remember those big concrete blocks that we see holding the Christmas tree? Well, this morning they are all being taken away. So we're just going to see this last one now being loaded onto this transporter. Just moving around now so as we can see it being placed safely. There we are. It's being swung over now to join its other ones. Now I'm just going to turn the camcorder around because tomorrow and Sunday, that's the 15th and the 16th of January, sees the very big show of the pigeons. Yes, it's pigeon weekend and a very big one as well. It's their 50th anniversary and I wish them all the luck in the world. I'm sure it's going to be a great show. I'm going to make a separate video for this. Now we are right at the beach now, looking out to the tide, which is right the way out. Now it's from here that I'd like to thank everyone for watching this video. Now also I need to ask for your help. I'll be uploading a separate video for the pigeon show, but also what I'd like to ask you for is to look out for another video that I'm uploading. I'm very pleased with this and excited. I've never taken you there in the past. I'm not even certain what I'm going to title it yet. I hope to upload it in the next couple of days. So if you could look out for those two, the pigeon show and the surprise one. Thank you all very much. All the best to one and all.